You will stop buying bread from the shop the moment you learn how to do this milk sandwich bread. This one is fresh bread. You know all the ingredients you're putting and whatsoever you're doing, you are sure of it. Hello, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching me from. Today is bread on our for breakfast. We will be taking bread for breakfast from my family. So for your bread, this is a milk sandwich bread I want to make for the family. My children have been asking Mama, when are we going to do bread again? So I decided to do this milk sandwich bread and they so love it. So with this milk sandwich bread, the first thing you have to do is mix your wet ingredients together. Then now you mix your dry ingredients. So for the wet ingredients, you'll be needing your milk, your egg, and your yeast. You mix the three together and you set it aside, and you go now to your wet ingredients. You mix your salt, your flour, your baking powder, your sugar. You mix them together, and once you mix together, you have to use a whisk to mix the dry ingredients so that they mix very well. You understand? I have this whisk, but if you don't have it, you can use a fork to mix it together. It's really good to mix them together, especially with the salt. You know what salt can do if it's not well mixed? It can destroy your recipe and make your results will not be good, because the most important thing is having a good taste at the end of it. So once that one is set, you now pour the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients and mix. One thing I will advise us is, because this is a method I just tried. I've been doing other bread recipes, but I said let me try this one. There are other ones I'll be sharing with you, the ones I've been doing for my family. So what I will advise you is, once you are measuring, if like it's 1 cup that you're using to mix, I'll put the description, the quantity of the ingredients in the description box. Everything will be there. You check it there. Everything you need, the ingredients, everything, and the measurement will be there. I'll put it up. So one thing I advise us is you set like 10% of that milk aside, so that you will be sure that at the end of it, it will not be too soft that you'll not be able to work with. That's the thing. One thing I can, let's say my own experience, I can tell you to do. So once you have mixed like that, at the end of it, you take your butter. It's not much butter. You see it in the measurement. You put your butter at the end and you mix together. Once you mix, then your clean surface area where you will be working, you pour some dry flour on it. Then you start working the dough. You have to really, it's not like when you say we are making fish roll or meat pie that they say don't work the dough too much. With this one, you need to work on the dough very well. So that is why I advise you to reduce the milk. Even though when they say 1 cup, reduce like 10% of that 1 cup and set aside, so that in case the flour you're using is too soft, it should not be too soft. If it's strong, you can use the remaining one and pour it. But if it's you measure it, use that 90% and it's not too soft, then it will be good for you. So after you have mixed your dough, you have worked it very well, you now oil a bowl and put that dough inside the bowl and cover it. You set it aside for 1 hour. That is what I did. Please, if you have not been watching, if you have not subscribed to my channel up to this moment, please, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, so that anytime I upload a new video, you'll be the first to be notified. Thank you, and God bless you as you do so. For my new subscribers, you're welcome. My old subscribers, thank you for always tuning in, and I love you all so much. So this is what we do. You set it aside for 1 hour so that the dough will rise. But I didn't set it up to that time because I wanted to go somewhere, but I'll advise you to follow the time, the 1 hour, so that you really rise very well. I know now places are really cold. So for you, if you want it to rise faster, you can preheat your oven just a little. Or if you have this oven that you have to put the light on, don't put it at any like 10, just put the light on for a while, then you put the bowl inside, or you just warm the oven just a bit, then you now put it inside that oven for it to rise very, because it needs a warm environment to warm environment to rise faster. That's what I can advise with my own experience. I always work with dough, different doughs, and all. They like to do different things. So I always tell you my own experience, how you can adjust your own. So that is it. And the 1 hour was already ready. You have to put your hand inside. You have to stretch it to remove that air that is inside the bubble. So that's what I did. If you want the dough to really come out very well, your bread to be good, please try this way. You see what I'm doing. You roll it out. Then now you come and start folding it. You start folding it again. That way, it will help your bread to come out very well. You adjust it the way you want. That's what I can advise you. You must not do the same thing I'm doing. You can decide to do a round bread or any small short bread, but I decided to do this long form, and also I did shorter ones to see the difference, how it look like. They all turn out the same. It was really good. At the end of it, you see, you have to fold to close that edge to make it smooth all together. So the next thing, you oil your baking pan and you put your dough inside. Once you do that, you set the dough aside again to rise for 30 minutes. So altogether, the dough needs 1 hour 30 minutes to rise. The first time is 1 hour, you remove it and you stretch it out, you fold it again. The second time, you set it as you put it in your baking pan that you have already oiled. This oil is to prevent it from burning. So then now you set it aside to rise before you now you bring it and put it in your oven. So you have to set it aside, let it rise. When it rises very well, it will make your bread to come out really good. You have a good taste and you look good in the eyes. So that is it. That's what I did. Then you set it aside now for 30 minutes. Then try to make it to be around where there is warm, around a warm environment. It will not be easy for you to use your oven again, because now you have to preheat your oven before you use it. I use 180 degrees to preheat my oven. Then this is on my bread was set. I baked this bread for between 25 to 30 minutes. Thank you and God bless you. Bye, and I love you so much. Stay tuned.